be ending the kingdom come. Give us this day our daily bread, as we forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Again, good morning, class.
Good morning, ma'am.
Before we sit, please pick up some pieces of paper. You can see on the floor. Then take your seat and sit comfortably as we go forward. So, how was your long weekend? Is it good? Did you enjoy?
Yes.
Okay, so I hope you did because I enjoyed mine. Okay, so now let's check your attendance. So please say present as I call your name. Cabrera, Casado, Doctor, Escaricas, Escarmoso, Galeno, Garces, Yalon, Andrada, General, Endopanan, Unigo, Napilga, Naragao, Palacios, Saberdo, Tabukuran, Tagaysay, Candar, Colon, Galila, Garganza, Helano, Mendrala, Gilbon, Nepolgani, Mantos, Parason, Paudin, absent, Tagudando, Tampe, Tuburan. So I can say that we only have one absent, so it's good. So before we go on our topic, I have here 3 envelopes. And inside of this envelope has a puzzle which will you complete. So it's going to be the group 1, group 2, and the group 3. And afterwards, after completing the puzzles, I have some questions to ask. Do you understand?
Yes.
So please take note that try to solve the puzzle or complete the puzzles as fast as you can, because later I have a reward for the winning group. Any question?
No.
Okay, so this will be the first group, second group, and the third group. Wait lang. So when I say start, that's the cue where you can open your envelope and start completing the puzzles. Did you get it? Yes. Okay, so 4 circles, everyone. 4 circles. Group 1, group 2, and then group 3. When you finish completing the puzzle, say after. So we can who wins. Okay? Understand? Yes. 1, 2, 3, start. So work it by group. The puzzle is easy. To give you a hint, the white border is on the side. All the puzzles which has a white border is on the side. All the white border is the side. Okay, the winning group is the group. Is the group to take government. Okay, so take your seat then. Take your seat. So the winning group will have and as a evaluation because of your participation. Okay, please take your seat now. Okay, congratulations. Go, the group. Okay, so please pass on your envelopes. Please pass your envelopes. Please pass your envelopes. So upon completing the puzzles, you can see 3 different pictures here. So group towards your picture for second or third. Second. So now I have 8 questions about this picture. So first question, what do you see or notice in the picture? Yes, Narago.
The girl is praying.
Okay, so very good. The girl is praying or the woman is praying. Second question, what is the differences of these 3 pictures? Anyone? Yes, Kalanson. First picture, straight discuss or you can describe. First picture first. First, looking straight. Second, and then looking outward. Okay, so very good. So the differences of the 3 pictures are: first, the girl is praying with her head upward. Yes. Forward, looking or eye level or straight. Second, the girl is praying with her head downward. And then on the last part, the girl is praying with her head upward. So, very good. So I guess that you already have an idea about our lesson. So if not, I have another oral activity here. So these are, we have 10 situations, even situations. So the activity entitled look up or look down. So instruction or direction based on the given situation, identify whether you look up or you look down. So first, or the first 4 situation, who can do number 1? Anyone, volunteer. So just identify whether you look up or you look down. Yes, so. So first is you're watching a car from the top of the tower. So let's see if your answer is correct. So look down. Wait, later we will go further. What do we call look up or look up? Okay, number 2. Yes, Orlando.
You're looking at the flying kite. Look up.
Let's see. Okay, so very good. Number 3. Yes.
You're sweeping the floor. Look down.
Okay, let's see. Okay, very good. Number 4. Yes, Cinderella.
You're kneading bread.
Let's see. Okay, very good. Next, number 5. Number 5. Who can do number 5? Yes? Narito.
Look up.
You're playing a basketball and you're shooting the ball in a ring. So, look upstairs. Look up. Let's see. Okay, correct. Number 6. Yes, Cabrera.
You're looking up at the sky.
Okay, let's see. Correct. Look up. And then, number 7. Yes, Abukuran.
You're looking at the top of the look up.
Let's see. Okay, correct. Number 8. Ano to number 8? Number 8. I can see the same hands raising. Yes, Villegas. Let's see. Okay, correct. Number 9. Yes.
Looking at the top of the bird. Look up.
Let us see. Correct. Okay, the last part. Let's go.
You're looking at the bird above you.
Go. So, upon completing the puzzles, having an activity, or given the situation, I know that you already have an idea about our topic. So, who can guess what is not, if you have no idea about our new topic for today is angle of elevation and angle of depression. So I'm gonna show you three objectives. So at the end of the lesson, you as a learner will be able to first distinguish the difference between angle of depression and angle of elevation. Second, solve problem involving angle of elevation and angle of depression. And lastly, display one net during the group activity. So later we'll have another group activity. So earlier about this equation, we only got one wrong answer, which is the number 1. So number 1 should be answered by look down. So upon the complete puzzles and then the activity, we can now firm up that when you are looking up, it can form an angle of elevation. And then when you are looking down, it forms an angle of depression. So in order to elaborate what is angle of elevation and angle of depression, let me have an illustration here. So imagine that this is viewed as a person. Imagine that this is one. So when you are standing, first we have line of sight. Line of sight is an imaginary line that connects the eye of the observer to the object being observed. So as we can see here in the illustration, imagine this is zero way. So when you are looking straight or eye level, that is the horizontal line of sight. So eye level, that is called horizontal line of sight. So I have a question. Is this also a line of sight? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so this is also a line of sight because line of sight says that imaginary line that connects the eye of the observer to the object being observed. So when you look up and you're looking at this object or the object 1, this is your line of sight. And then when you look down, this is your line of sight. But then the eye level is called the horizontal line of sight. Next, we will have an angle of elevation. So angle of elevation is the angle from the horizontal line of sight of the observer to the object above. So let me what is an angle of elevation. So as I said earlier, this is the horizontal line of sight. And then when you look up, that is the angle of elevation, right? So since we have the line of sight here, and then we have our horizontal line of sight here, our angle of elevation is between the two horizontal line of sight. Do you get it?
Yes.
So next is the angle of depression. Angle of depression is the angle from the horizontal line of sight of the observer to the object below. So since we have here the horizontal line of sight, and then we have a line of sight to the object below, the angle between the horizontal line of sight and then this line of sight is called the angle of depression. So, am I clear?
Yes.
Okay, so if you can, okay, so here again, angle of elevation is the angle from the horizontal line of sight of the observer to the object above. I have another illustration here solely for the angle of elevation. So imagine that this is you, the girl, or girls, imagine that this is you at the front of the Eiffel Tower. And then there is a boy here at the top of the Eiffel Tower. So our line of sight here is here, right? And then this is our horizontal line of sight. So the angle between the horizontal line of sight and then the line of sight to the object above is what you call angle of elevation. So the ceiling, you're looking at the ceiling fan, so that is an example of angle of elevation. Next, angle of depression. So again, angle of depression is the angle from the horizontal line of the observer to the object below. So I have an illustration here. So earlier, we have the girl looking above, but now we have the boy looking down. So if the boy's horizontal line of sight is this, and then the line of sight to the object or to the girl below, the angle of depression is in between. So this is our angle of depression. You get it?
Yes.
So examples are, a man is watching a car from the top of the tower. So a man is watching a car from the top of the tower. So the man is standing at the top of the tower, and then he is looking at the car below. So that is an example of angle of depression. Second, a man in the lighthouse is watching a ship in the sea. And then the third one is an electrician.
At the top of the electric pole is looking downward.
Okay, so very good. Now we will have the problem solving involving angle of elevation and angle of depression. So first we can read. But before we solve, I have here the steps in solving problems of angle of elevation and depression. So first step, identify the problem if it is an angle of elevation or an angle of depression. Second, draw an illustration that visualizes the problem and label it using the given information. Third, formulate a ratio and form an equation using trigonometric function defined by the ratio. So we will use again the trigonometric function. And then third, important is solve the solution of the equation. And then lastly, label your final answer correctly. So do not forget the unit which is included in your problem or in your given. So first we will have an examples for angle of elevation. Number 1, Mandy. Yes, Galeta. So the second one can picture out the problem in their head. No? Okay, so if not, I have here the illustration. So first, we will identify first if it is angle of elevation. Since it is an example of angle elevation, so understandable that this is an angle of elevation. Second, illustrate the problem. So I have here the illustration. So first, a tower is 15.24 meter high. So this is the tower. And the height of the tower is 15.24 meter high. And then at a certain distance away from the tower, a man on the level ground observes that the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 41 degrees. So we have here the man. Imagine that there is a man here. And then the angle of elevation of the man is 41 degrees. So, what are we going to find is how far is the man from the tower. So, we will find it. How far is the man from the tower? So, since we have the man here, we will solve for the distance between the tower to the man. So, we'll solve for this problem. Okay, so solution. Let x be the distance of the man from the tower. So we'll use the variable x here. We will solve here. We will use variable x. Second, so since we have a reference angle here as our 41 degrees, looking back to our past topic, what side is opposite the reference angle? Opposite side. And then x is what side? and then adjacent to what's trigonometric function we can use. So focus is TOA. TOA or tangent equals opposite over adjacent. Okay, so correct. So substituting the value, tangent, the theta here is 41 degrees. Opposite is 15.24 and x as our variable, which is the adjacent side. Next, what will you do? What will you do? Cross multiply. So tangent 41 is multiplied by x equals 15.24. So now what we will do? In order to get rid of the tangent. Divide, yes, Cabrera. Divide both sides by 41. Tangent 41. So tangent 41x over tangent 41 equals 15.4 over tangent 41. So cancel out tangent 41 over tangent 41. So the remaining is x, and we have 15.24 over tangent 41. No? You have no your calculator, no? So 15.24. So you can input it in your calculator. 15.24 divided by tangent 41.
17.5521.
23, correct?
17.55.
Okay, so correct. So the answer is x equals 17.53. Therefore, the distance of the man from the tower is 17.53 meters. So, you get it? Yes. Another example. Suppose that when the angle of rotation of the sun is 63.4 degrees, a building has a shadow of 37.5 feet. How tall is the building? So I have here an illustration. So we have the sun here and then the building. So the angle of elevation of the sun is 63.4. And then the shadow or the building casts a shadow. So it casts a shadow. So since we have here a building, this is the shadow of the building. So just like when you are standing up, you have a shadow, right?
Yes.
So if we have the building here, the shadow of the building is there. So a building casts a shadow of 37.5 feet. So this is the shadow of the building. So how tall is the building? So we will find for the house or the height of the building. So solution, let y be the height of the building. So we will use again the tangent, which is equal to opposite over adjacent. So substituting the value, tangent 63.4 equals y over 37.5. Since we had our height of the building, use the variable y. And then what will we do next? Cross multiply. So tangent 63.4 times 37.5 equals y. So I just change it. So you can input it in the calculator. What is the answer? Input tangent 63.4 times 37.5. Are you sure?
But times naman.
Times. So you need to enclose first the tangent 63.4 before you multiply the 37.5. Enclose first the tangent 63.4 by the open parenthesis or close parenthesis. What is the answer? And check if it is 74.89 feet. Sakto? Okay, so the answer is 74.89 feet. Therefore, the height of the building is 74.89 feet. Can you search your Angle of depression. So, I have here an illustration. So, there is a girl standing at the top of a building. And the height of the building is 50 feet. So, this is the building. The building is 50 feet. Finish, ready? Wait naman. Okay.
May ano pa man ito? One, two, three, four. Thank Done. 1 minute. It is easy.
Gamit na.
Finish. Okay, make sure that finish pass your paper. Yes. Next month, tapos. Okay, group 1. So, who can solve this part? Angle of elevation. Angle of elevation is one solve. Angle of depression, who can solve it? Justin, dali! Is it visible at the back? Okay, so thank you for the volunteer. So first, we will calculate the law of elevation. So question or three laws. Calculate the law of elevation of isang if a flagpole 5 meters high has a shadow 15 meters long. So we have here the sun and we have here the flagpole. So the flagpole has a shadow of 15 meters. And then the height of the flagpole is 5 meters. So we will calculate, for the angle of elevation. So we will use tangent. So tangent equals opposite over adjacent. So G uses the variable x. So tangent, we have here the x, our reference angle, and then opposite is 5 meter, and then the adjacent is 15 meter. Calculating 15 divided by 5 divided by 15 is 0.333, and then input in your calculator shift tan and then 0.3333, and you can get 80.43 degrees. Therefore, the angle of elevation of the sun is 80.43 degrees. Second, the angle of depression of point A on the ground from the top of the shear of cliff is 35 degrees. If point A is 180 feet from the base of the cliff, how tall is the cliff? So we will calculate the cliff. So example, we have the cliff here, and then the distance from the point A to the base of the cliff is 180 feet. So we will calculate how high is the cliff. So on the theta, we have here 35 degrees since this is congruent to A. So tan theta equals opposite of tangent. Tangent 35 equals x. Choose the x as a variable here. Height of the cliff over 180 feet equals tangent 35 times 180 feet equals 196.06 feet. Therefore, the height of the cliff is 196.06 feet. Correct. So, take your prize, Palunsonan Sara. Ha? Palunsonan, Kagulondo. Okay. So, you have any question about angle of elevation and angle of depression? No? Okay, I have it here. That means, Jhoanna, sa may papel ang sir. Okay, answer your test. 10 minutes only, ha? Sa papel sulat. Answer it on the back of your paper. So first, write whether angle A is an angle of elevation or an angle of depression. You can see the line there. Okay, so write it. Write whether it is an angle of elevation or an angle of depression. For the solving, use the back of your paper. Again, for the first part, you can see the line below the illustration. Please write down if it is an angle of elevation or angle of depression. Ten minutes only. Yes, Casado, please stand up. Better? Number one. So, instruction, lead instruction. In each of the following illustrations, identify whether angle A or the angle here, if it is an angle of elevation or an angle of depression.
Sa number 1,
You don't need to illustrate that.
sa English lang sa
Okay, 3 minutes left. Okay, finish na natin yung pass your paper to the front one. Two, three, four,